Midwest Energy celebrates 75 years of serving central and western Kansas. Here are voices of experience from longtime Midwest Energy employees.
I started at KN Energy, which was, before that, was Kansas, Nebraska, in August the 4th, 1964. When I started, you had to work 9 months before you could qualify for insurance. And then, if you were married and happened to get pregnant, you could work up till the 8th month if you weren't showing very much. But you could not come back to work because they believed that mothers should stay home with their children. So your employment would end. And then, you know, it changed over the year. People even took sick leave when they had a baby, and if they went to the doctor, they took sick leave. We never did that. I mean, we couldn't do that. Back in the old days, you know, we either waited on the mail, you waited on the telephone, then we went to cell phone. We used to have a dial-up modem, but we could just be on there for an hour, and then we got kicked off. And, you know, the cell phones and being the email and instant being able to look at stuff on the web and stuff, I think that's one of the biggest change.
My name's Mark Meyer. I've been with Midwest Energy since June 6th, 1976, and I'm a lineman serviceman in Great Bend, Kansas. It's got easier since we've had the equipment's a lot better than it was. We used to climb everything. Everything was done off the pole. Kind of the hard way to do stuff. Now we have a lot better equipment. We can do a lot more with a lot less people. Clothing, we used to wear anything, t-shirts and stuff that wasn't flame retarded. Now they are flame retardants. And that's changed quite a bit. The hard hats, we've always wore hard hats. We've always wore safety glasses. We've always wore rubber gloves. So that part of it, there's safety rules have always been in effect.
They treated women like, you know, you were the second employee. The men, they would get a cost of living raise that would be between $50 and $100, and the women, we would get a cost of living that would be $5 or $10 because, you know, we were just the women. They couldn't do that nowadays, I don't think.
One of the safety meetings, I brought it up to our superintendent way back in the 80s, that I asked him, I said, I'd like to make this a non-smoking safety meeting. When he got up to start the safety meeting, he said, Mark has something to say to everybody, and he just kind of put me on the spot, so we took a vote, and it all passed. We made it a non-smoking safety meeting. There was a few of them stood up that wanted it, and ever since then, stuff's kind of started changing, health conscious, trying to do stuff healthy, and that's changed quite a bit.
My name is Wayne Salzman. I live in Colby. I've been here in Colby for 40 years. The things I did 40 years ago, we're still doing today. I mean, we change a meter out the exact same way we changed a meter out 40 years ago. Reading meters and stuff has definitely changed. You know, we used to have to do them with a card, and we had to mark each number with a card. Now it's all digital. And here before long, I think it's even going to be better than that. But then yet, some of the stuff has got actually tougher too with the state. They're watching more of the EPA stuff. We really do have to watch that a lot closer. The computer world has made it change. A lot of our stuff is on the computer now, where we never ever had that before.
My name is Bob Hoffman. I've been with Midwest 35, almost 36 years, and I'm the lead sub-tech for the substation group. We've had different names throughout the years. I started out as an EEIM, Electrical Equipment Installation and Maintenance, and then we've changed different names throughout the years until we've become substation techs. When things break down, it's not always at the most opportune time. So you're out there when it breaks, and you got to get it going as quick as we can and safely as we can. The focus on safety has changed a lot from when I started. You know, we were safety conscious then, but not near like we are now.
You know, years ago we didn't have fire suits. Now we have fire suits. If we get into a blowing gas situation, we put our fire suits on, our personal protective clothing now. Years ago, if you had a pair of gloves, you was probably lucky.
When I started here, we traveled throughout the system, which the system was a lot smaller. I probably knew every employee in the company at that time. Today, there's employees even over at the service center that I'm not really sure about their names. I believe that, you know, from what I've seen, you know, management, I think they're keyed in more to what the workers are doing out here. You know, it'd be nice to see them out here more often, you know, to see exactly what we do.
I started as an apprentice lineman in 1981. When I started, we only had a couple of polecat trucks in the area and one bucket truck. We did a lot of climbing. Nowadays, we have a very nice fleet of equipment for the employees to use, which is a large benefit for their safety, protection, helps with their job. Technology has just changed dramatically. I've gone from the point where not really knowing how to use a computer where I feel I've learned a lot with it. I have had the pleasure of working with very good customers. They feel we are a very good company, and it's easy to work with them when you are doing your best to provide them a good service.
Midwest Energy, for 75 years, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.